recognize this. We've got squash and potatoes and carrots and apples and asparagus and, of course, everyone's favorite pot pie. Now, if I ask you to pick one of these to try and enjoy for the supper tonight, there's a good chance, if you're like me, you would probably pick the pot pie to eat. But that wouldn't be your best choice if you wanted to eat healthy. We need to eat more vegetables in our diet, and actually the best choice would be the sweet potato. That is the better choice for us to eat. There's a poem that says, green vegetables and fruit, clear juice, carrots, tomatoes, and apple juice. Mommy says eat them all. It makes us healthy, strong, and tall. And that's what we need, more vegetables in our diet. We live in a junk food society where we eat junk food. Our TVs are bombarded with commercials about junk food. If you don't believe me, watch TV late at night, and that's all it's on is Jack in the Box and all the other Pizza Huts and all the other commercials trying to get us to eat junk food. But in reality, in order to have our healthier lifestyle and healthier bodies, we need to eat more vegetables. Let me share with you some facts from the Food and Nutrition Center about what we eat as Americans in a year's time. The average American eats 50 pounds of cookies in a year, 100 pounds of sugar, 55 pounds of fat, 300 containers of soda, 200 sticks of gum, 20 gallons of ice cream, 5 pounds of potato chips, 18 pounds of candy, and 2 pounds of popcorn. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a lot of junk food. That's a lot of junk food. Well, Times Online tells us that if we want to be healthy, we need to eat more vegetables. And vegetables are good for us because, believe it or not, vegetables help us in the development of our lungs, especially if you're a male. Eating more vegetables helps your lungs, and it also keeps you from getting different diseases. The Journal of the Medical Association says that more vegetables leads to 30% lower risk of a stroke. If we eat more vegetables, we have 30% less chance to have a stroke. And the USDA, fruits and vegetables reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, which is growing rapidly in our country today due to the fast food and the way children are eating and the fast food. Schools are eating, changing their lunch programs because there is so much junk food on the market. So what are fruits and vegetables good for? Well, the World Carrot Museum says fruits and vegetables are good for us because they help us ward off diseases. If I told you that eating a carrot would help ward off cancer, would you eat a carrot? Most people probably would, especially if they found out they had cancer. They would have ate a lot more carrots. And the Carrot Museum says that if we eat more fruits and vegetables, it'll help ward off cancer. Also, it will help us to avoid heart disease in our lives by eating more fruits and vegetables. It will help us eliminate strokes, and also macular degeneration, which is a disease that attacks the eyes, the retinas of the eyes, and you lose your vision. So vegetables are very important to us. They help us have healthy bodies. Ezine article from Ezine online says nutrients and antioxidants are in vegetables, and we need them for our healthy bodies. They give us vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and of course zinc, and all those things we need for healthy bodies. So how do we make fruits and vegetables a better choice for us? Well, the Howard School of Public Health says 5 ways of how to keep them a better choice for us. It says keep fruits and vegetables where you can see them. And there's a lot of truth to that. If you keep potato chips and soda where you can see them, you'll grab those. And if you keep fruits and vegetables where you can see them, you're more apt to eat fruits and vegetables. Also, Howard School says to eat some every day. Try to eat vegetables and fruit every day with the meals that you have. Fruits and vegetables at least 5 a day. It also goes on to say, go to the store and go down the produce aisle and try to get something different. Be brave and buy something you've never ate before, fruit and vegetable, and bring it home, and you might just like it. Give it a try. And it's good for you and it's better for you than some of the junk food that's out there. It says buy more vegetables and buy less white potatoes, because white potatoes aren't as good for us because of the starch and all of that that's in them. Sweet potatoes, if you got to have potatoes, sweet potatoes are the best potato to buy. And the last choice they say is try to make vegetables your meal. Have a meal one evening with just vegetables, and that's the meal for the day. A medical center article from Medical Center OSU.ed says fruits of different colors help. Try to eat fruits of different colors. There's 5 different colors of fruit. There's red, and there's white, and there's yellow-orange, and there's blue-purple, and of course there's green. And green is good. Green vegetables are good for us. Also says to store up on canned fruits and vegetables when they're not in season, and put them in canned goods and put them in your cupboard. And then when you want a snack of some sort, instead of going and reaching for the chips or something that's not as good for you, go get a carrot or go get some dried pineapple chunks or whatever you've got in your refrigerator or your freezer or your cupboard, and put them where you can see them on the shelf, and put them in clear containers so that they'll grab your eye. When you go shopping at the store, when those things they want you to buy, if you'll notice, they're right at eye level, so you can always see them. And you can do that at home. Put those vegetables higher up where you can see them, and you're more apt to grab a vegetable and eat it for a snack than you are reaching for the junk food. Today I showed you fruits and vegetables and asked you which one you would pick, and there's a good chance, if you're like me, I would have picked this, the pot pie. But this would not have been my best choice. The sweet potato or the rest of these vegetables would have been a better choice, like the asparagus or the apple or the squash. If you want a healthy life, I encourage you to eat more vegetables. I've informed you of junk food and how much Americans eat. Can you imagine eating 100 pounds of sugar a year? Or maybe 20 gallons of ice cream? That's hard to imagine, but that's what we do. I showed you the benefits of fruits and vegetables for our diet that help eliminate diseases such as heart disease and diabetes and stroke and all those things. And I showed you and told you how to make fruits and vegetables more appealing by trying different colors, by putting them where you can see them on a shelf, putting them in clear containers, and trying something different. Be brave and try something different. And finally, I'd like to leave you with a quote by Sally Edwards. Sally Edwards says, "We are not willing to settle for junk living. We certainly shouldn't be willing to settle for junk food."